Okay. Okay, perfect. So, like I said, my name is Emir and I'm an account manager from Synology. It's a pleasure to be here today to share you guys about how enterprise storage is evolving to support increasingly demanding workloads and what future-ready all NVMe storage really means in that context. So we'll begin by looking at the broader workload and infrastructure trends shaping enterprise storage today, then later move into how Synology approached those requirements with our new solution. So before we dive into our presentation, we have a raffle for today. So if you can stay at the until the end of the webinar, we will have a raffle from one winner will be selected among the participants, but there are two conditions. The first one is attend to this webinar, which you are already doing. Thanks for that. And the second condition is that please go into your chat. I think there's a small parts next to the chat section, so you need to agree to the terms and conditions so we can actually send you the price, so which is Synology B drive 1 terabyte. So you will be able to win this if you can bear with me until the end of the presentation. So it's a cool personal data keeper, the B drive 1 terabyte. So let's, with that being said, we can start with our presentation. So to get started, let's first look at Synology's rack mount storage portfolio. Over the years, Synology has developed a wide range of storage platforms to address different business requirements, from general purpose data services to large-scale capacity expansion and to all-flash and dual controller systems for more demanding environments. This portfolio gives us a wide view of how storage requirements vary across workloads, performance tiers, and deployment models. Today, Synology supports a broad base of business customers across different industries and deployment scenarios. Many people may first associate Synology with file sharing, backup, or general IT infrastructure, but in enterprise environments, storage often plays a much broader role than that. It can sit directly in the path of production services, business applications, and virtualization platforms. And when that happens, storage is no longer just about capacity, but becoming part of core infrastructure in your organization. And this is actually not something entirely new in our customer use cases. For example, Toyota Motor Vietnam used an active-active Synology Sun solution to support high availability in critical environments. A hospital in France adopted Synology all-flash storage to support around 70 critical virtual machines. And Drakewell in the UK used Synology all-flash storage for VMware-based database and analytics workloads that required both strong performance and continuous access. These case studies show that enterprise customers have long expected storage to deliver more than basic capacity, especially when it supports production services that cannot tolerate performance instability or downtime. At the same time, enterprise workload requirements are continued to increase. Beyond traditional workloads such as virtualization, databases, and file services, organizations are now also exploring for adopting AI-related workflows. According to McKinsey's global surveys on the state of AI, organizations using AI in at least one business function has increased continuously and already come to 88% in 2025. Therefore, as AI adoption grows, it places even greater demands on infrastructure. This is why many organizations are rethinking whether their current infrastructure is truly prepared for what comes next. IDC found that over 63% of businesses say their storage infrastructure needs major improvements or a complete overhaul to meet the needs of AI. The challenge is not simply adding more storage capacity, It is making sure the underlying platform is designed to handle increasing performance demands, larger data movement requirements, and higher expectations for service continuity. So, what does that readiness actually require for AI workloads? According to IDC's concept of AI enabling data infrastructure, there are four major requirements areas, each with its own supporting attributes, and these include performance, service levels, in other words, availability, data logistics, data trust, and which is closely related to security. What is interesting here is that although this framework is presented in the context of AI workloads, most of these requirements also align very closely with what people generally expect from modern enterprise storage. And for organizations running mission-critical workloads that support core business operations, these same requirements are just as important. So based on this framework, we can extend the discussion further and ask, what are the fundamental conditions that a future-ready storage platform should meet in order to keep up with the trend and support critical workloads in the enterprise? From Synology's perspective, future-ready storage infrastructure comes down to these four essential areas as well. First, performance, which could support I/O-intensive workloads with required low latency, strong throughput, and predictable service quality. Second, availability, since business-critical services depend on continuity, not just raw speed. And the third, data protection, including backup, replication, and recovery capabilities that help maintain resilience. And the fourth, data security, including encryption and access controls that help protect enterprise data in increasingly complex environments. Together, these four areas define what enterprise customers should expect from a future-ready storage. With those requirements in mind, now let's look at how Synology is addressing them with a new enterprise storage platform. So I'm really happy to introduce Synology's first all NVMe enterprise storage system, the PAS7700. It is definitely the most powerful flagship model from Synology until this date. As you know, we have been talking about mission-critical workloads, so certainly the PAS7700 is optimized for those essential environments with massive real-time I/O demands, from storage for container platforms, virtual machines on VMware or Hyper-V, to assisting operations of large databases and even EDA systems for IC design companies. Before learning about these features, let's take a glance of the hardware specifications for this flagship model that you might also be curious about. The PAS7700 is a 4U 48-bay large model with two active controllers. Each controller is equipped with an AMD EPYC processor, and both controllers can expand their memories up to 1 terabyte. For storage drives, it uses U3 NVMe SSDs, and the system can be expanded up to 216 drives with 7 expansion units. And for networking, we have built in dedicated 1 gig port for system management and 2 10 gig ports for data access. Also, there are PCIe slots on each controller, and one of which supports 100 gig network cards. So now we can take a deeper dive into the future highlights. We are going to look at the ultra performance accelerated by the all NVMe architecture. Then we'll take a look at the continuous availability provided by dual active controllers. And after that, we are going to see how to ensure robust security and data being well protected in the system. So let's begin with the ultra performance. And this performance is actually possible because of the end-to-end NVMe architecture. From the storage drives to networking and protocols, the system is basically built around NVMe from the ground up. There are 3 key components, including the powerful NVMe drives, the high-speed networking support, and the necessary NVMe native protocols. When all of these work together, that's how we serve the massive gains in IOPS and the extremely low latency needed for heavy performance demands like AI and high performance computing, VM backups, and other intensive random IO applications. So to support critical workloads for enterprise, the PAS7700 offers a range of both file and block storage protocols. On the file side, the normal SMB and NFS is still supported alongside the NFS RDMA support. And for block storage, besides general SAN protocols like iascasi and fiber channel, just as mentioned, this system will add support for NVMe specific protocols, including the ones over TCP, over fiber channel, and especially RDMA over converged Ethernet, which could support direct to GPU I/O. But performance isn't just about speed, it's also about control. So this system includes QoS, quality of service management, allowing administrators to define minimum or maximum IOPS limits for specific workloads. This ensures mission-critical services remain stable and predictable even in shared environments. And I would like to share some numbers here. Based on the all NVMe nature, the PAS7700 can actually deliver over 2 million 4K random read IOPS, along with up to 30 gigabytes per second in sequential read performance. And you can also expect a sub-millisecond latency of the system. Also, we have gone through some testing simulations. In one of the scenarios, it reached 1 million IOPS at 8K SQL database operations. And in the testing of EDA workloads, this system is able to pump out around 1,300 simulation job sets per second. This is a critical number because at around 1,000 job sets per second, it is actually the performance level you need to design the most advanced chips today. With all this in mind, PAS7700 is obviously the most powerful device of Synology, offering around 3 times the performance of an FS6400, Flash Station 6400. And I'm really also happy to share that PAS7700 device is also going to support expansion like other Synology devices you are used to. The PAS7700 device is going to be able to expand with 7 additional expansion units in a direct attached architecture, which means that you could have consistent performance as you add each expansion unit. There is not a daisy chain and degrading performance as you add expansions. It's all directly connected right back to the head unit. And this allows the system to expand up to around 1.6 petabytes of NVMe storage. There are also 2 sets of features which can help maximize storage efficiency on the system. That is the data reduction or deduplication features, as well as the tiering solution between Synology systems. PAS series supports both inline and post-process deduplication. With inline deduplication, duplicate data is removed before it's written to the SSDs, which reduces network loading and extends SSD lifespan. And post-process deduplication runs after data is stored to further optimize space. I'm again happy to share that Synology tiering would be supported on PAS series as well. With Synology tiering, you can create a tiered environment between the PAS7700 and other Synology systems like high density or Synology SA series to play as an archival storage. So when files on the PAS device haven't been modified or accessed for several days, the system will automatically move them to the cold tier, freeing up valuable NVMe space for active workloads. Next, we are going to take a look at the availability mechanism, which could help achieve business continuity. We can say that it's all based on the non-destructive nature of the PAS systems, which is the active-active dual controller architecture. The PAS series features full failover mechanisms across storage, networking, and controllers, ensuring always available data services. And we can easily monitor the system and see if every component is functioning well through our new package, the Continuous Availability Manager, where it shows detailed information visually to let every corner of the system stay in control. For instance, if one of the components goes wrong, like the interconnection cable, as you can see here, IT staffs can easily know the issue by checking the controller diagram and then directly go ahead for troubleshooting. Based on the continuous availability design, we are able to make sure IT delivers reliability at multiple layers. Starting from the RAID tier, PAS series supports RAID triple parity configuration, providing 3 redundancy drives. And we also introduced the RAID bitmap technology, which allows the system normally records change data blocks in the memory of the other controller. So when a failure occurs, the controller that takes over can precisely perform RAID scrubbing on those change data blocks, which helps speed up system recovery. Moving up to the system tier, the cache protection you can see here is actually nothing about SSD cache, but memory cache protection. Since this dual controller system, we employ a write intent mapping mechanism for the memory of each controller. So what that means is we record the data that hasn't been written to the drives and synchronize it to the other controller's memory. So if one of the controllers goes down, the other system can pick up right where it's left off, according to that write intent map stored in the secondary memory pool. And like other active-active systems, during hardware failures or software and firmware upgrades, the two controllers can take over for each other and keep services running without downtime. And stepping up to the networking tier, there's a concept called IP failover, and it works by grouping multiple network interfaces across controllers, which allows the interfaces to switch over automatically when one of the IPs loses its connection. And finally, coming to the application-facing or user-facing tier, which is the protocols, the PAS system supports redundancy features for both file and block access. These are designed to ensure that when connection goes wrong, the clients can quickly reconnect to the server or switch paths automatically without disruption. All these features add up to this deeply reliable system that supports enterprise workloads from different aspects. And to be more practical, this comes together to give you no service interruptions and failover within just 5 to 10 seconds. So now we have talked about how performant and how reliable this system is. The final things I would like to share is the robust security and protection for the system and data. Once again, just like the system availability and redundancy, our data security measures are supported by a foundation of features at multiple layers, from user access controls and encryption at rest to backup and immutable protection. A combination of these layers could ensure advanced safeguards for PAS7700. For networking in particular, the PAS7700 separates the management interface from the data IPs with dedicated physical ports. It means that only IT admins can access system settings through an independent path, while regular users won't have any chance to affect system configurations when using data services. Next, I would like to point out that the PAS series is going to support hardware level encryption feature, that is SED, self-encrypting drive. Unlike software-based encryption, SED offers wider protection that covers not just data storage, but the entire system. And more importantly, this all works with zero performance impact. And last but not least, of course, you can build a comprehensive data protection strategy to maintain enterprise resilience with PAS series. Aside from snapshot replication and hyper backup that you might be familiar with, there's a new feature on the roadmap, which is synchronous replication. It is designed for environments that require a near zero RPO by continuously replicating data between two PAS devices to keep them perfectly in sync. And it also enables faster recovery if the production site ever goes down. So all these features we have talked about are going to be powered by DSM Enterprise, our new operating system. As you can imagine, it is definitely built for enterprise, and the goal is to deliver the performance and reliability for critical use cases while still being as simple and easy to use as the familiar DSM Disk Station Manager. And even with its enterprise level capabilities, the PAS is going to support Synology's productivity software like Synology Drive, Office, Mail Plus, Calendar, and Contacts. That means all collaboration tools can also enjoy the same high availability and non-destructive performance as your core data services. Now, here's a rough timeline for supported software. At launch, the system included all of the core data management tools such as continuous availability manager, storage manager, hyper backup, and so on. And moving forwards, as we mentioned, there's a couple of advanced features already on the roadmap, including synchronous replication, Synology tiering, as well as decentralized management platforms and Office applications. Alongside the launch of the PAS7700, I'm thrilled to announce the introduction of our own premium support package, Synology Care for Mission Critical. This service is designed to deliver ultimate peace of mind and maximum reliability for your most vital environments. It marks the first of our new support family, which will soon be expanded to includes Synology Care Essentials and Synology Care Plus for less demanding deployment scenarios. Synology Care for Mission Critical is actually tailored especially for PAS systems. With our latest flagship device, we are committed to providing a truly comprehensive support experience, covering every aspect of both your software and hardware needs. So Synology Care for Mission Critical is our premium support tier for your most vital operations, featuring 24/7 priority ticketing support. So what it means is that our engineering team is on standby around the clock to resolve any issue that comes up, with a guaranteed expert first response within 2 hours. You'll get a comprehensive, high-quality assistance and technical guidance when you need it most. Plus, you get direct access to a business support specialist. Like there will be no chatbots, no gatekeepers. And there will be an emergency hotline when a critical situation strikes. Our phone support team is ready to step in and guide you through the crisis. And you will be paired with a designated support expert who understands your unique environment, ensuring seamless communication and a truly personalized relationship. And we also offer keep your hard drive. So for strict data privacy compliance, you can choose to retain any failed storage media as an optional add-on. And you will be able to easily book a dedicated live appointment with a business support specialist to review complex tasks or configurations. And if things don't go as planned, we will actually have your back with our on-site hardware replacement service. Once a business support analyst diagnoses a hardware issue, a certified technician will arrive at your location within 4 hours to handle the repair and get your system back online. So the pricing for Synology Care for Mission critical is for a 1-year support fee, it is just 10% of the total system cost. So we believe in simple, predictable protection with a completely transparent pricing structure. Please also note that we encourage you to verify service availability and specific SLA coverages for your exact location. Our goal is to ensure full coverage across all capital cities and major regional hubs, bringing this premium level of support right to your doorstep. Finally, after going through the key features and technical capabilities, I believe many of you may still be wondering what kinds of real-world scenarios PAS7700 is actually designed for. Since last year, we have been running private beta testing through a POC program with customers across several industries, and this has given us a much clearer view of how PAS fits into actual enterprise environments. So in the next slides, you will see these use cases. So the first scenario that we share here is exactly from the media and entertainment industry. The challenge they had in game development is frequent and massive code rebuilds put immense pressure on infrastructure. So with strict launch deadlines, optimizing build speed and reliability is critical to avoiding costly release delays. So the environment they have is a complex, high-demand infrastructure running an 8-node Dell R64O cluster with Proxmox and multiple Windows VMs managing various build stages. The need is their need was a more efficient, scalable, and reliable storage and build environment to support faster release cycles. And with the PAS platform, which served as a unified storage foundation for the entire studio, starting with a robust environment that directly improves build speeds and development efficiency. So beyond optimization, it acts as a high-performance centralized hub for massive game assets like video and audio, streamlining real-time collaboration throughout the development lifecycle. Finally, it seamlessly doubles as shared storage for daily studio operations, connecting workflows and file sharing across all departments. So the next case involves a GPU IC design company operating across national and commercial computing centers, demanding extreme performance and reliability. The company faced massive concurrent demand, supporting 300 Linux development clients and 300 employee VDI instances simultaneously. Beyond managing these heavy user loads, their infrastructure had to handle I/O-intensive, latency-sensitive EDA workloads alongside AI training environments like DeepSeek. While large-scale testing is on hold for now, the platform required significant headroom to seamlessly scale for this planned future expansion. In this scenario, PAS acts as a centralized storage platform for both the Ubuntu-based development environments and employee VDIs, unifying data management and boosting team efficiency. Concurrently, it provides the high-performance foundation required for demanding EDA workloads while offering the scalability and headroom needed for future AI training. By combining development VDI and advanced compute into a single system, PAS eliminates the need for separate storage silos as the company's environment evolves. And our last scenario represents a typical engineering consulting firm where 200 to 300 users across 30 departments constantly open and edit large AutoCAD files simultaneously. Because these design files rely on complex linked layers and indexes, they are highly performance sensitive. Even minor latency spikes cause immediate noticeable slowdowns for engineers. To complicate matters, this same storage system must simultaneously host VMware virtual machines without compromising stability or user experience. Additionally, the firm requires a platform that can handle regular system migrations with minimal disruption to maintain strict business uptime and compliance. So in this scenario, PAS delivers high performance, centralized storage for both engineering design files over SMB and VMware virtual machines over NFS. This dual protocol capability allows multiple departments to work simultaneously without performance bottlenecks or access issues. Furthermore, the platform ensures operational stability by seamlessly supporting regular VM migrations and system updates such as vMotion without user disruption. Even during these active migrations, PAS maintains consistent performance to guarantee uninterrupted service continuity for the engineering teams. So the PAS series marks Synology's first step into active-active unified block and file storage. Alongside the flagship PAS7700, we will also be introducing the PAS3600, which is positioned as a more cost-efficient active-active platform with SATA architecture for customers who need the same core value proposition, but at a different performance and capacity point. So if we zoom out and look at Synology's broader enterprise storage portfolio, each product family is designed for a different balance of performance, availability, and capacity. This is how we see PAS fitting into the larger picture, not as a replacement for everything else, but as a new option for customers who specifically need active enterprise storage with both file and block support. With PAS series, Synology now delivers a more complete storage portfolio, meaning that we are going one step further to build a comprehensive ecosystem for real-world enterprise needs of future-ready storage. So actually, that slide concludes today's session. Thank you very much for joining us and for your interest in Synology's new PAS series. I hope that this webinar has given you a clearer understanding of how we are approaching the needs of modern enterprise storage. Now, actually, it's the fun time, I would say. First of all, I would ask for your questions if you have any. Otherwise, we will go through with the I see that there's a question. What about prices? Vladimir is asking. Vladimir, please check with me after the end of the webinar. Since you are the distributor, I will let you know. And our dear partners, please check with your local distributor to get the price information. Are there any other questions? So in order to attend to this raffle and win a B drive 1 terabyte, please follow the steps, attend this webinar. You have already done that, so congratulations. And you need to also agree the terms and conditions at this Slido. And you can read the terms and conditions, and if you agree with them, you will be able to win a B drive 1 terabyte, and we will be sending this device to you directly. So we will do our raffle live to you. So it will be kind of transparent. I hope everybody is okay. So our wheel is starting, so we'll see the winner in a second. Our winner is Valerie Petro. Congratulations, Valerie. So you won this prize. So we will be contacting you after the webinar directly via email. So we will request your details, and you will be enjoying the B drive 1 TB. So here it is. Maybe, yes. Yeah, congratulations, and thank you everybody for coming to this webinar, and I hope you enjoyed it, and we wish to see you in the next webinars. So stay tuned. I will stop the recording now.